You're a security guard at AirTrain, which runs through JFK Airport.
Right. It runs from the airport to a place called Sutton Boulevard, where it meets the railroad and the subway.
Okay.
So it's open bar, like a mall food court type of setup.
Okay, it's not open bar as in free. It's just that it's open air.
It's a bar
Okay.
next to it, and there's a food court type of setup area.
Okay.
So he is in the bathroom around 11 o'clock at night. He's arguing with a homeless guy. So I hear them arguing, so I go in the bathroom. I tell them both to exit the bathroom, and they're approaching one another and they're arguing.
What are they arguing about?
They're calling each other who stinks, who somebody stinks, you smell bad, or something to that effect. So they approach one another, so I separate them. And then the police was in the food court getting food. So the police came and made them both leave the building. When he left, he comes back around 1:30 in the morning, and he has a cell phone in his hand and a Bluetooth earpiece over his ear.
Okay.
And he approached me, so you work here? I said, yeah. He said, where we at? I said, Jamaica AirTrain, Sutton Boulevard. So he takes off the earpiece, and he's trying to stick his earpiece in my ear.
Ooh.
So I could tell them where we at.
Right.
So I told him, so I stick my hand, tell him, back up, back up. When I said that, he turned around, he kicks me in the groin. Really hard, it's hard. He kicked me in the groin. I went down, and he started pumping me in my face with his fist. And then,
Why? I mean, there's never a good reason, but was he drunk?
I'm assuming he was drunk.
Did he appear to be drunk or no?
Initially, when he was telling me where we at, I smelled alcohol, but I couldn't determine whether he was drunk or not.
Okay.
So, he's pumping me with his fist. I grab him. We go to the ground. He kicked me in the groin and pumped me in the face.
Did you get any? Were you able to hit back?
No. All I could do was just stop him hitting me to get him off his feet.
Okay.
Get him on the ground, and then people separated us. And the building service manager named Mike, which I have a witness statement, ran down as it was going on and got the MTA police, which is right downstairs in the building. And as soon as they separated us, we standing, facing one another. The MTA police came and they arrested him.
Okay.
And
what happened?
That's not what happened. I was at the AirTrain. Okay, they had the bar there, and I was using my tablet. Now they have a charging station over there also, so I was charging my cell phone.
They have a charging station or
it's
an
a charging
outlet?
station on the pole. They have all these plugs.
Yes.
So it's a charging station. I was there charging my cell phone, drinking, using my tablet, and I went to use the bathroom. I saw him. I was like, "Oh, where's the bathroom at?" I asked him where I'm at. I asked him where's the bathroom. So he directed me to the bathroom, and apparently he must have thought that I was intoxicated. So he tried to escort me out of the AirTrain by grabbing me here. I said, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not disturbing the peace. As you can see from the police report that I provided to the court, there's no mention of anything that I'm disturbing the peace or making a scene or anything. When I told him, get your hands off me, I'm not doing anything.
So go on.
So when I told him, get your hands off me, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm here. You can drink here. It's a bar, and I'm charging my phone. Don't touch me. He went to put his hands on me again to try to escort me out of the AirTrain, and that's when I flipped out on him. I did beat him up, yes.
Let me get this straight. A security guard was trying to escort you out, and you willfully admit that you beat him up. What case do you have here, sir? Quite frankly, it doesn't matter if he was drunk or not, because the fact of the matter is, he assaulted the man.
And I got arrested for it.
But what's wrong with you?
Because I don't like people touching me, and I told him twice, don't touch me. I'm not doing anything wrong. Plus, I was a little under the influence, so I flipped out.
Okay.
I flipped out. Don't touch me. So after I beat him up, I got arrested. The cops came upstairs and they arrested me. They sent me to the jail. I went to the court case. I had the disposition of what happened after the court. They dropped all charges except for resisting arrest.
Did you not show up to court?
I never got.
Exactly.
I never got.
I'm sure that's what happened because I see it happen all the time. You don't get the notice. You don't come to court, and then they drop everything that involves you, and then just plead him to the cop charge.
I later got a letter from the Queen's DA to sign. He told me to have to show up for court, and that's the only thing I heard from the court after that.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you'd show up.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Absolutely.
Did you ever call the DA to say what the heck?
I did. I left 2 voicemails. He never took my phone call.
Unreturned. Okay, so go on.
So,
what did you get?
I pled guilty for resisting arrest. I got a conditional discharge and a $250 fine.
Okay, so only in New York. Is that an appropriate disposition of the facts that are completely uncontested, apparently? Really, they're kind of uncontested. Okay. I mean he admits to it. Only in New York can this it's just astounding to me that, not the part about the victim getting no notice to go to court. That happens in every big city. That part, because I was a prosecutor in Miami for years, and I can't tell you how many victims would later come up and say, I never got the notice. Why? Because it's a big machine. It's a machine spitting out. It's like Lucy in the Candy Factory, spitting out notices, so stuff falls through the cracks, okay? But the part that is inconceivable is that then when you're in court, there's not a continuance, resetting it, a phone call, trying to figure out why your witness isn't there, or something that would result in justice that actually looks like justice. So there should be a consequence for you bigger than a conditional, oh, that's another thing that's a New York invention. A conditional, what is it called? A German, which means that for 6 months, we really don't want you to do any more crimes. And then if you don't, we drop the whole thing. Really? Because I thought the rest of us have that same thing going on 24/7. So what's the punishment? You got a fine of how much?
Of $250.
Okay, well now let's get to the good part about this case because I love this part. You have a counterclaim against him to pay your fine? Do you have a counterclaim against him to pay $650?
Yeah.
Because you want him to pay for the cell phone that I guess got destroyed when you were beating the garbage out of him, pay for your Bluetooth that got lost while you were beating the garbage out of him. What is it you have there?
This is the phone and the Bluetooth that I had to buy again.
The sheer audacity of this man to say, yeah, you need to pay me for the phone that got destroyed when I was beating you up.
Would never
So you want to buy a new Bluetooth?
It would never return to me, or it was
Where?
misplaced
What do you mean
at the
where?
air train.
At the what?
At the air train.
At the police.
Or the police or any
So
somebody
he
never
should pay
recovered
for that.
it.
I gotcha.
Never
One
recovered
day's
it.
missed work because you decide to go ballistic on someone. Okay, and $250 fine. So he should pay $650 because you're an animal and act like an animal.
No, not because I'm an animal, man. If he's trained as a security guard, so he should act more professionally. Instead of putting his hands on somebody, the police station is right downstairs. You don't have to touch me in order to perform your job. Now, those are the risks of being a security guard and a police officer that you may get injured while you're on the job. So he shouldn't be suing me. He should be suing for workers' compensation, not me. I didn't attack somebody straight on the street. Okay, he put his hands on me.
So security
He got
guards
injured.
all assume the risk that they're going to run into an animal who will beat them if the security guard touches their elbow.
Those are the risks of being a security guard, like a police officer. Those are the risks. They have to live
This
with
is
the
what
fact.
happens when you live consequence-free. You think it's somebody else's problem, your conduct, because no one ever made it your problem. If you had ended up in front of me as a judge, you'd be serving 6 months on this one. So that you feel it. So the next time you don't behave like an animal.
But he has to have some sort of consequence also.
Don't even start handing me your proof of your damages. You missed work for how long?
A week.
What were your injuries? Do you have hospital records
I
about
have
your injuries?
photos and I
Okay.
have statements from the hospital from my doctor.
Let me see all those. So here's a picture of your black eye. Did you see this?
No.
Because you were drunk at the time, so you don't really know. So I'm
I
going to
got
pass all
arrested,
these
so-
one by one to you so you can see what you did to another human being. What is this? Are you showing me a picture of your penis?
It was a groin. I was the groin area.
Because he kicked you in your. This is very graphic. Okay. All right. Hold on. It's just like, I wasn't ready for that. Okay, hold on.
Sorry,
No, it's fine. It's my job. Hold on. Just let me brace myself. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the bruise.
Oh gosh. The last thing you want as a man is for a woman to look at a picture of your penis and be like, oh my God. Bless her heart. Oh my gosh.
Bruising. Hey,
Good Lord. I find in your favor in the amount of the $500 for your missed work and an additional $2,500 for pain and suffering for a total of $3,000 verdict for the plaintiff. Pay the man.
thank you.
And in case it wasn't abundantly obvious on your counterclaim against him, 0.
Well, it goes for the plaintiff here, and the countersuit is a no. So what's your feeling coming out here?
I think he should have sued workers' compensation, not me. That's a workers' comp. He got injured while doing his job.
Do you feel the way you reacted to him was a bit uncivilized?
I might have went a little overboard, yes. I might have hit him a little too much than I should have, but still, he shouldn't be suing me.
Like, what is it about?
He got injured performing his job.
Yeah, I know.
So that's
what is it about him touching you or touch you? What about touching? I wouldn't dare like
me. He grabbed me by the arm and tried to escort me. You know how the police grab you to go come this way? That's what he did. He didn't just pinch me in my arm. I wouldn't have flipped out if he just touched my elbow. He tried to grab me and physically remove me from the situation.
Okay. All right. So right around this way. Okay. Come on out here. And you satisfied how this comes out? You certainly had to take a beating to get this far.
He's lying in court. I've never grabbed him.
What did you do?
He initially was fighting with a guy. I separated him. When I got between the two guys, and then the police told him to leave.
That was the touching?
That was the touching. I don't like that. Hold up, don't fight. And he left.
How shocked were you to get attacked like that?
I was shocked. He left. Police told him to leave, and he came back later on, and he asked me where I was, and he tried to take his Bluetooth and put it in my ear.
Yeah.
And I told him to back up. That's when he attacked me, kicked me in the groin, started pumping me with his fist.
Shocking.
It is truly shocking that the defendant is still trying to defend himself. Like, he literally assaulted a man and is saying, I shouldn't be held responsible for this. And just because they dropped charges, because the plaintiff didn't get the notice, is just absurd and such a failure of our justice system. But I am so happy that Judge Millian gave that man exactly what he deserved.